What are you going on about, Quinlan? Your father came to my apartment and he basically threatened my life. What is this? Pacho, Devontae, here to join the party? Can you let the Mitchells know that I won't be pursuing any charges against Yvette? The boss ain't stupid. That's why it's only laced with a small amount. Still, something like Trank is too strong for someone who don't use our stuff like that. Not everyone can handle it, especially people like Max Russo. Mr. Grant, what is this visit for? I came here to inform the both of you that D.A. Russo won't be seeking legal action against Yvette. Glad you can join us, Seek. Do you know Commissioner Burke? I do. What's up? This is a professional setting, and I expect you to act accordingly. What information do you have for us? Quinlan, what are you doing here? I assume this is your wife and father? That's correct. Is everything okay? That's what I came over here to speak with you about. Things aren't okay, and I fear that you might be in more danger than you think. Alan, what are you doing here? Don't you think that question is kinda stupid? I'm here making the most out of my spring break. Turn that frown upside down and get down. Thank you for letting us know, Mr. Grant. Please, call me Owen. That's what Wanda calls me. We really appreciate you making the effort to come here. But I must ask, how come you couldn't just call to let us know the news? Because I like to know what made Yvette decide to drop the charges against Max Russo. Are you absolutely being honest with me when you say that D.A. Russo didn't threaten your family in any way? Yes, we're certain. Going down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories won't do anyone any good. Udell, can you give me time alone with Owen? I just found out that Adaku's been adding Trank into the product. We're aware. The doctors informed me about the sort of poison you sold to my son. Did you know that you sold Trank to Max? I ain't know. When exactly did you find this out? Not too long ago. Ronnie, the guy who got me into dealing, he told me how small amounts of Trank were added into the product. So, Ronnie knew all along, huh? I guess so. What do you mean? Devontae Torres came by my apartment and pretty much threatened me. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? I'm fine. He didn't put his hands on me or anything like that. How exactly did he threaten you, Quinlan? Why didn't you call the police? He pretty much warned me that making an enemy out of him would be dangerous. And I didn't call the police for the same reason you didn't get the police involved when you suspected him of the hit and run. Does this mean that you won't be covering his trial anymore? Why are you even here, Alan? Not long ago, you made a rant about people coming to this hotel. Correction, I ranted about people checking in to this hotel. As for partying, that's a different story. Don't you want people here on spring break? I don't want people trashing and tearing my hotel apart. Well, your hotel is kinda trash anyways. I doubt you would have a lot to clean up. Stop playing dumb with us. We know you set this whole thing up, and we want you to get everyone you brought along with you to get out of here. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Owen, there's no reason for you to look further into Yvette's decision. It would only be wasted time when you can be building a case against Devontae. I'm not afraid of D.A. Russo. I'm well aware of that when you decided to prosecute Max. Like Udell said, there's no need for you to look for traces of a conspiracy. If something was wrong, then I'd tell you. Have I ever lied to you before? You haven't. That's right. And just so you know, Udell and I aren't afraid of Heidi either. We're more than capable of taking care of ourselves. Still, it doesn't make any sense as to why Yvette would just drop charges against Max soon after his overdose. Just to be clear, Ronnie always knew more information than he gave you? That's right. Interesting. Maybe if you were able to get into Ronnie's position, then you can offer us more information. I guess. It's not a guess, Zeke. We need to take Ronnie out of the picture. What y'all gonna do to him? Let me make this clear, and I'll only make this clear once. This isn't a partnership. Commissioner Burke and I are the ones who ask the questions, and you provide the answers. You are to perform a civic duty if you want to stay out of prison. Understood? Despite how dangerous Devante is, I won't let him intimidate me from doing my job. I just came by to warn you all. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. It was nice meeting your wife and father, Jeremiah. Praying that you stay safe. That poor girl. And Devante wants to hurt her? Jeremiah, from the way Quinlan was speaking, it sounds like Devante is just about to snap. Wow, I'm flattered that you think that I would have these many friends. But I didn't have the pleasure of setting this whole thing up. For your information, I was invited. As if we'd believe a word that comes out of that lying mouth of yours. You're one to talk. Alan, I don't care what you had to say. You've made your point. Now put an end to it. One thing I'm not is a party pooper, and I'm also not one who takes advice from criminals or those related to them. Wait a minute. Maybe those are two things that I'm not. If you don't mind, I'm gonna keep getting my boogie on. Little boy, you are playing with the wrong people. Get out of my hotel and take these freeloaders with you. Guess you'll have to accept this as one mystery that you won't be able to solve, and that Yvette's decision is what's best for everyone. I disagree, but I won't go back and forth with you, Wanda. See you later. Bye, Owen. Were you able to get him to stop digging? I think so. It surprises me that Isidore was able to get Heidi to back off so quickly. I can't say that I'm surprised. Isidore has always loved his family company more than his actual family. Now, we need to get ready to sign the shares back to him and Alan. Ronnie Adams, I'm arresting you for possession and sale of illegal substances. I'm not gonna apologize for telling the world about the sort of monster Devante is. What Quinlan just told us confirms that he's sick. Oui, li malade, mais nous pas besoin pousser li. Exactly. Jeremiah, if Devante has no shame intimidating a young woman in her apartment, then I can't even begin to imagine what he'll do to us next. Because whatever Devante tries to pull, he won't hesitate. And I won't hesitate to protect this family, Shelly. Devante's wrath is exactly what will lead to his downfall. Father, let Alan go. So this is the real Devante Torres, huh? Does this feel a bit nostalgic for you? Did you hold my Tia Elvira just like this before you brutally took her life with a knife? Come on, Devante. Hurt me in front of all these witnesses. Gladly, since you're the one trespassing. Father, I mean it. Get off of him. Someone call an ambulance. He's not breathing.